I don't give my consent to be recorded.
Hey there, everybody. Drew Rebar, Auditing Reno 911. So we got some new stuff going on here in Reno, Nevada, Washoe County, and the Registrar of Voters a few weeks ago, according to Our Town Reno. They reported that Miss Burgess had a little bit too much stress in her life, and she needed to step back. So what happened was County Manager Eric Brown, he sent a text message to the county commissioners, and it says, "Commissioners, earlier this afternoon, I had a conversation with ROV Cari and Burgess, during which I recommended she request a leave of absence to address self-identified recent stress issues." So anyways, he essentially got rid of her, saying that she had stress, I guess. I don't know why she was stressed, but evidently, according to County Manager Brown, she was too stressed out to do her job. So, well, what happens soon after that? Well, Cari Ann Burgess, I guess she went to the Associated Press, and let's see what she has to say here. Cari Ann Burgess, according to Our Town Reno and the Associated Press, said she was ousted from overseeing the elections in Washoe County. Cari Ann Burgess says, "I feel like I was absolutely forced out." Cari Ann Burgess says of her recent departure as interim registrar of voters. In a new twist, less than 2 weeks before Election Day, Cari Ann Burgess has told the Associated Press she feels like she was absolutely forced out, but I have no idea how we got to this point. She said of no longer being in charge of the voting process in Washoe County. In a September 27th statement, Washoe County spokeswoman Bethany Drysdale had previously said Burgess had experienced stress issues and requested a medical leave, while the spokesman for the county election office has since reiterated several times that Burgess had requested leave. That's interesting. Burgess, who only started in the position in January in an interim capacity, is reported to have hired a lawyer for possible legal action. So County Manager Brown says something that's not true, forces her out of office, and well, what the heck is happening here? Because the previous Friday and Monday before I was put on leave, I was having high praises. She was quoted as saying in the Associated Press report, they were like, "You're doing a great job. You've got this. You're the best person for this job because you brought this team together." So pretty positive stuff is what she's being told. The report said she had refused personnel changes being sought by the county manager's office to assign election staff to another department, and then had offered to step down and return to her prior position as deputy, but was told that was not possible. Wow. They're going to assign. Why are they assigning people to different departments during an election? Then it indicated Burgess felt she was forced to put a request for leave in writing despite wanting to stay on board. "I wanted to stay and help this team," Burgess was quoted as saying. "They have done so much and have done such amazing things in the last year. Yeah, I wanted to be a part of it and I wanted to help them, and they told me no." Burgess said she tried to return to the position, even getting a doctor's note saying she was fine to work, but says county officials refused that her status would be discussed after the election cycle. The Registrar of Voters office have been under constant turnover and leadership changes over the past several years in Washoe County, the key swing county in a swing state, with tensions around elections continually ramping up. So that's kind of crazy. But anyways, let me share a video of I went down to the county offices and did a little auditing and tried to talk to some county employees, talk to the public, see what they thought about it, all of this. And so here you go. I appreciate the watch, and let me know what you think. Hey there, Drew Rebar, Auditing Reno 911. Today is Thursday, October 24th, and we're here at the Washoe County Complex. And the Associated Press is reporting that the previous Registrar of Voters, Cari Ann Burgess, has said she was not stressed out, and that County Manager Brown told her she was, and she went and got a doctor's note, and they still wouldn't let her return to work. So we're going to talk about that.
Hello.
Hi there, how are you?
Good, How can I assist you?
My name is Drew, and I was coming to inquire about Cari Burgess's statement to the Associated Press.
Okay, Cari Burgess. I'm not familiar with her.
Was County Manager Brown wants to address it. It's
Okay.
if you don't know, you're pretty new then?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the story is Cari Burgess, she was the Registrar of Voters
Okay, I know who you're
a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
County Manager Brown wrote a text message to the commissioners saying she was too stressed out to do her job.
Uh-huh.
So she went to the doctor, says she's not stressed out.
Gotcha.
He wouldn't give her a job back. Then he posted her job up for, a new registrar.
Uh-huh.
So why would he say that she's stressed out when she's not stressed out? Why would he not? So anyways, like I said, it's probably more than where you're at.
Is there someone you're looking to, are you looking to speak to Manager Brown? Or?
Yeah, if Manager Brown's available, that would be great. Or
is there anyone else? I don't think he is in.
Information officer, or
Okay, I'll see what I can
or is Alexis still available? Or
I'll check and take a look.
if any of the commissioners are available, yeah.
Yeah.
If Mike's back there, Jeannie, or any of those guys. Or George is good too. George, you want to come talk to me?
Maybe in a minute. If you're making a stop downstairs, I can talk to you there.
Yeah, I'll be down there too.
Hey Drew, how you doing?
Life is good.
Good. What's up?
So what is the county's perspective on Cari Burgess saying she was not stressed out and getting a doctor's note saying she wasn't?
You know I can't talk about a employee personnel issue. That's an
Oh.
HR thing that I cannot talk about.
Well, but didn't County Manager Brown do this to the other registrar of voters 2 years ago?
No, I can't talk
So
about
they were
employee
stressed out?
stuff. You know that.
Well, it's not employee stuff, it's county actions. He's saying one thing about an employee that's published, then the employee's coming back and saying, no, this is not true. So it's really, is County Manager Brown being honest?
You know I can't say anything about an employee and leave or anything like that. I mean, I would get in trouble with HR for doing that, so I'm not going to do that.
Well, but why doesn't County Manager Brown get in trouble for releasing personal health information for employees?
I can't talk about HR stuff.
No, this isn't HR stuff. Why does he not get in trouble if you would get in trouble? So he's released the information, and now it's a lie.
That's by definition an HR thing, so I can't talk
I
about
don't know.
You know that. Come on.
I'm just asking questions because the whole thing, I keep coming into these meetings, bringing my camera, and I keep discovering these inconsistencies of statement. Let's call them that. Is that a nicer word than lie?
Sure.
So we have these inconsistencies of statement from County Manager Brown as to whether it's with regards to Cari Burgess's health issues right before an election, to let's talk about him being an Olympian, to let's talk about what he said about me personally to KUNR when he said that, or somebody from Washoe County said I had injured a librarian.
No, that did not come from our office.
Well, where'd that come from?
I don't know. That did not come from our office.
But it's published information about me harming somebody that's false information. So I mean, what part of this is consistent with good governance, government telling the truth to the people that they're governing?
I'm not sure. I think we lost the question in there somewhere. And
So no, I mean, why does Washoe County consistently, when it comes to County Manager Brown, seem to have inconsistent stories?
I wouldn't agree with that assessment. And I can't talk about employees, including Manager Brown. He's an employee.
Yeah. Well, what can he come talk to me?
No, he's not here.
Or where's he at today?
I think this is okay to say. He's feeling under the weather, and he's not here. It's that time of year where I just got over COVID. It's been going around, so I don't know what he has.
Or he wants to avoid the questions that are going to bound to be coming in from the Associated Press. And I'm sure it's just not me asking the questions. I'm sure there's a lot of other media outlets asking questions.
And again, we'll say we will not talk about employees. It's not the right thing to do. It's an HR issue, and I won't talk about employees.
Well, here's the thought. So taxpayers pay for everybody's salaries here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But taxpayers don't have a right to know anything about anything?
I'm not quite sure where you're going with that.
Well, you can't answer any questions about anybody's honesty or integrity because that's an employee issue, but yet the taxpayers pay for all of the employees. And if the government employee is lying to the taxpayers have no right to know anything about that. So the taxpayers don't have a right to know anything about anybody because it's always an employee issue, and that's private from the people that pay their salaries.
I wouldn't agree with that. And
What do you mean? You can't give me any information, but the taxpayer is paying the people to do these jobs, but the taxpayers can't know anything about anything that's an obvious lie, where there's a contradiction from a statement that's a text message that everybody has a copy of, right? From County Manager Brown to the commissioners, but we can't talk about it because it's an employee issue with Cari and Burgess, who was coming out and saying the opposite of what his text message said.
what I can tell you is I can't talk about employees. I'm not going to talk about an HR issue. If I can help you with something else, if there's some, if you need help with a CSD issue or animal services, I can do that.
No, I'm just trying to find out about the elections because, we both know what did the Supreme Court say about the election where I sued them? And did the Supreme Court say that the county did things right, or did the Supreme Court say the county broke the law and violated the Constitution?
I haven't read your case. I don't know.
Well, I'm telling you, that's what the Supreme Court said.
I need to get back to what the taxpayers are paying me for.
Well, they're paid you for this too.
That's true.
Because this is going to go out to the public, so it's,
I know.
it's doing your job, doing the PIO thing.
Are there any other questions that I can answer for you?
No, I'm just interested in what happened with Cari Ann Burgess. Maybe she'll come on my camera. That'd be cool.
She might, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't speak for her or speak about an employee.
Yeah, we just need good, accountable government, and I don't think we've got that. There's no accountability. So that's all I'm seeing. That's my opinion, and we all have them.
Yep.
Wipe well when you're done.
Thank you, Drew.
Have a good one.
Have a good day.
Hi there.
How can I help you?
I was told that the questions I'm asking are human resource questions. I was just over at the county manager's office.
Okay.
My name is Drew. And the questions I'm asking have to do with County Manager Brown and his text message to the commissioners that said Registrar Cari Ann Burgess was stressed out. And I don't know, are you aware that the Associated Press just published the fact that Cari Ann Burgess said that she's not stressed out? She went to the doctor, she got a doctor's note that said she's not stressed out, but she still can't return to work. So why could she still not return to work if she had a doctor's note? What would the HR
question?
Yeah.
Let me go get someone.
what would the HR policy be on that?
Let me grab someone.
Okay, thank you.
You say your name was Drew?
Yeah,
Someone will be right with you.
okay.
Take a seat.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
License to operate, where does the liquor license come from?
George,
Hello, sir.
want to talk up here or want to go down there?
Which do you prefer?
Well, I don't, whatever you got time for. I'm just waiting for HR to answer my HR questions.
Okay.
Because I figure, I was told those are HR questions, so
While you're waiting on that, I'll go do some stuff and I'll,
prepare yourself.
well, not necessarily that. I was gonna say, I guess I could try and catch you on your way down there, or I could meet you down there.
Wherever, I'll walk into the office. I'm just walking around doing my thing.
All right, well,
Hey, and I appreciate your attitude, man. But it's kind of interesting what Cari Ann had to say.
yeah.
Remember what I was saying before. Hi there, how are you?
Good, how are you?
My name is Drew.
I'm Amy, I'm a senior HR analyst.
Oh, okay.
And Diana had asked me to come help with
Deal
your
with me?
question.
Okay, yeah, my question is simply, I was told it's an HR issue by the county manager's office. So Cari Ann Burgess according to County Manager Brown's text message to the commissioners, was taking a leave of absence because she was too stressed out. Now, she's come out in the Associated Press and a bunch of media outlets have been covering it, and here I am. She's not stressed out, and she's got a doctor's note to return to work, but she's still not permitted to return to work. So if it was a medical issue and she's got a doctor's note, why would she not be allowed to return to work?
Well, I do have to say, from an HR perspective, we're not able to answer that because it's a confidential personnel
Well,
matter.
what is here? Answer it more broadly like this: what is the county's policy on an employee that has a return to work authorization from their physician? Why would HR not allow her to return?
Well, there could be a number of different factors like that go into it, and it's something that we would evaluate based on the specific situation, the conversation with the employee. We have, if it's ADA related, we have an interactive dialogue with the employee, so I can't answer broadly.
Right.
But in terms of a specific employee, we're not able to answer because it's a confidential personnel matter.
Okay, so even though she says she's got a note to return from a physician, even though she says she wasn't stressed out, she says that County Manager Brown was trying to reassign her employees to other departments where she wouldn't have control over them. That's an HR issue. It's not really a political issue.
Well, what I'm saying is that I can't speak to personnel matters because they are confidential.
But it doesn't sound like a personnel issue to me once the employee is saying, hey, this is not true what the County Manager Brown said. So when it comes to ethics and morals and issues of moral turpitude like lying, so County Manager Brown has a history of that, whether it's the Olympics, right, where he said he was in the Olympics and he never was, whether it was, I don't know whether his wife drunk driving was an issue of his own moral turpitude, but she was arrested for that and prosecution never went through. The video is kind of interesting if you've seen that, to County Manager Brown, or the county somewhere saying that me personally, they've said that I personally injured a librarian. Fortunately, I record everything, and the librarian's the one trying to injure me. So there was a lie about that. So what are the issues of moral turpitude according to the HR policies within Washoe County? Are county employees permitted to lie and maintain their jobs?
Well, I mean, we have our Washoe County Code of Conduct. We have a number of policies and things. I can't speak to generalities and, the items that you're discussing.
Right.
Of course, we do have policies in place that guide, the expected conduct and behavior.
Right.
of
But
our
there seems
employees.
there's a well-documented history of this that's public, right? But yet there seems to be no consequences. So why would there be no consequences? What route does the public have to go to hold accountable government when all of these stories are out there and they all come back to the same person, County Manager Brown, but yet there's no consequences? So is that just because he's the county manager? Is he above the law is what I'm asking. Is he above the HR policies, and who holds him accountable? Just the county commissioners?
The county manager does report to the Board of County
Right.
Commissioners. Yes.
But let's say if there were a complaint against County Manager Brown and HR got it, what recourse does HR have when they have a finding that he's done something wrong, or there's just overwhelming evidence that he has a habit of lying?
To be honest, again,
I'm putting you on the spot, I get it.
You are, but more so it's I just can't speak in generalities and hypotheticals and things like that. Generally speaking,
The hypothetical is if you lie, if you work for the county and you lie, there's no consequence based on what I just said.
that is not accurate, and I really
He still has his job. He's lied. There's these documents out there, right? So what consequence is there for the county manager that ultimately, and I like I said, I appreciate the position you're in. County Manager Brown sent a text message that said Cari Burgess was stressed out, taking a leave of absence. 2 days later, he posts her job available. Now she comes out to the Associated Press saying just the opposite of what he said.
Again, I really can't speak to that. I don't know the specifics of the situation, and even if I did, it's a personnel matter. It's a confidential personnel matter. and we're
Here's
not
another
able to
question,
go
kind of a
into
different
that.
topic then. So everything seems to be a personnel confidential matter, right? taxpayers pay everybody's salary here, right? But the taxpayers are not allowed to get this information because everything's confidential from the taxpayers. Is that right? Should everything be confidential?
I wouldn't say everything is. I mean, there are things, I mean, we have certain things that are on our website, whether it's, the salaries of the various classifications that
Right.
we have here. But at the end of the day, yes, these are still employees and they're still.
But they're
personnel
your government employees, and shouldn't all of the records be public as to what's going on, especially when it comes to a matter like this with an election, where you've got a woman that wants to run the election, that says she appreciates her team and she was looking forward to it, but the public's not allowed to know about it because now it's a confidential issue. And there's two disparaging statements there, one from the county manager that was trying to take her employees somewhere, evidently, is how I'm reading the article, and saying she's stressed out, to another one where, again, she has got a doctor's note that says she's not. So, I mean, I'm putting you on the spot. I don't think I'm going to get too many answers from you, but I mean, it's just, these are the questions that I'm asking, so I'm sure other people, when I put this out there, will probably want to know.
I understand.
I mean-
that, and I genuinely don't have another answer for you beyond that. It's a personnel matter, and as an employer, we're not able to discuss confidential personnel matters. So there is really nothing more that I can provide to you.
Okay, well, thank you for your time. Thanks for being pleasant and polite, and
Yes,
you have a good day.
you as well.
And hopefully our elections aren't, I don't know. Should we have problems like this with our elections?
Thank you.
Questions our government can't answer about our elections. That's probably the biggest issue. Everybody says free, transparent, all this other bullshit. But doesn't this prove that it's not transparent? Yeah, have a good day.
Hello. I stopped by on Monday All right, thank you.
Because you don't have to come in.
Hello,
Hi there.
I can help you.
Is George around, or
He is.
how about is Andrew around?
Ooh, I don't know about Andrew. I haven't seen him all day. George is around here somewhere, though. I can go get him.
And did you hear that Cari Burgess issued a statement to the Associated Press?
I did not know. I
Yeah.
don't have a lot of time to read the news.
Yeah, so do you want to know what she said?
Sure.
You know how County Manager Brown sent a text message out saying that she was too stressed out to do the job?
Sounds familiar, yeah?
So she's come out and said, I went to the doctors and I told County Manager Brown I wasn't stressed out. The doctors issued a note that said I'm not stressed out and I wanted my job.
Okay.
So we have kind of a discrepancy between County Manager Brown and the person that's not doing the job anymore that says she wanted to do the job and she liked her team.
Right.
And she also said that County Manager Brown wanted to reassign some people from this office into other places, but still leave them in this office, not being under her control.
So that you know what you're looking for.
You hadn't heard that?
I can't say I've heard anything about that, no.
Hey, yeah, no. Hey, George,
Well, sir.
how are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Can you guess my questions?
Yeah, I can guess some of your questions. Well, I heard you talking about that a little bit too.
What's your perspective?
Perspective on, you gotta be specific with me.
Carrie Ann having a statement saying she has a doctor's note, she's not stressed out, she likes her team. And the discrepancy between County Manager Brown's text message to all the commissioners and everybody else that said she's stressed out. So why would County Manager Brown have a different statement than the actual person? So what's your perspective on the discrepancies of the statement?
I mean, I honestly don't really have a perspective on it. Again, it's, as you've heard from, I'm sure, many people now at this point, it is a personnel matter, and I just don't have the information on it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the thoughts are of Manager Brown. I don't know what the thoughts are of HR. I just know about our operations down here, and things have been going pretty smoothly so far. So we've had some kind of issues with generating our turnout reports, but we are still processing ballots, even though we're not able to generate the numbers for them. We are working on getting them fixed today, though, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I'm just watching. So are a lot of people, though, I'm sure.
That's okay.
Yeah, I know this is what democracy is supposed to be about.
That's what we're here for.
Accountability. I'm just seeing a pattern here 2 years ago.
Hi, how
What
are
was the
you?
gal's name that was the registrar then? Rodriguez or something? like that?
Jamie.
Yeah, so I guess she hasn't been able to get a job since then. She was stressed out too, according to County Manager Brown.
Well, I will
Seems
say
to-
personally, I can say working in elections can be a stressful matter. I will say that because I know that personally.
Oh, I can agree. But
It's
I
a lot
mean-
of work. It's a lot of hours.
But I mean, oh look who's here. How you doing? Yeah, working in elections can be stressful, but you know, my job is I play on the freeway and dodge traffic. That's a little stressful too. The death
Yeah.
rate for my industry is 43 per 100,000 compared to being a cop,
Yeah.
which is 15 per 100,000. So when I look at electioning, I don't see as many people getting killed doing those jobs as doing what I do.
Sure.
So
can't argue with that.
maybe my personal view of stress is a little bit different than other people's, but you know.
I can't argue with
Cari
that.
Burgess was making 6 figures to manage 18 people. That's not a bad gig. So, anyways, I appreciate your statement, and yeah, we'll just watch the elections.
Yeah.
But yeah, real interesting that she comes out with a different statement than the man that said she was stressed, and she gets a doctor's note, but she still can't come back to work.
Again, I don't know any of the details about it.
I'm just reporting on what the Associated Press has put out in in the news, and we've got discrepancies in the election, and it happens every 2 years, and County Manager Brown always seems to be involved.
Thank you for voting in Washoe County.
And elections, we watch for discrepancies because the discrepancies are what point out potential flaws or other issues that are going on.
Absolutely. You can
And
check
as somebody
your
where a
ballots
county made a
that
mistake and violated my
with this
constitutional
number
rights and broke the law and
on
didn't
the
put my name
15th
on the sample ballot in the
November or
primary, according to the Supreme Court,
pleasure was all mine.
I think I got an interest.
Take you back.
You have a good day. Talk to you, George. Oh, look who's here.
Pause for a second. Thank you very much. Hi, Val. Let's get you signed in so you can
Hey, Val.
get. Hey, are you going in?
No, I'm just asking questions about, did you hear about Cari Burgess' statement to the Associated Press?
Yeah.
So I'm just asking questions.
Okay.
But it's an HR issue.
Oh, so they won't answer anything.
Of course not, because it's an HR issue.
Okay, can I talk to you outside?
Sure.
I'll come and get you when.
Yeah. Come get me. No, I didn't sign up to do this part. I'm just going to record it.
What kind of a taser is that?
This is much more dangerous. It's a camera.
Oh.
They're pretty scary. At least the government doesn't seem to like them. Did you guys hear about what happened to Cari Burgess? She told the Associated Press. So you know who Cari is, right? Cari is the Registrar of Voters that 3 weeks ago County Manager Brown came out and said she was too stressed out to continue being the Registrar of Voters. So she talked to the Associated Press the other day, and they've reported that she said that she's not stressed out, that she went to the doctor's office, got a letter saying she's not stressed out, and she wanted to come back to work and lead her team, but she's not here. Wasn't that interesting? You remember what happened 2 years ago in our election with the previous Registrar of Voters? Rodriguez, I think was her name.
No, I don't remember that.
She got stressed out too, and she was let go right before the election.
It is 11 a.m.
Any thoughts?
Yeah.
It's on camera, by the way.
My pleasure. Let us know when you're ready to go
I'm
back.
really sorry that we only have 1 week. It looks like we have
I'm
not
going to
very
go over
good.
to my desk. I was just
Oh.
borrowing it.
Have a good day, man. Republican. Lincoln was a Republican. Hi there.
Hi, I'm sorry, but I need you. I'm feeling kind of that you're coming aggressive to me.
How am I aggressive?
Because you're shouting in a conversation that I'm holding
Oh.
with people.
Was this a public forum?
Yeah, but when you shout at people, when they're talking to other people, it starts to feel like intimidation.
Do you know the First Amendment?
I'm not talking to you, sir.
Oh, seems like you started talking
yeah,
to me.
just so you know. But if you have any questions on
See, Democrats hate the First Amendment and they hate the Constitution.
you too.
And they hate the Second
So
Amendment.
you just came shouting and then you made people scared to talk. That's what you do?
Cool.
Okay.
No, I just record stuff. That's all I do is I just record stuff. And if you're having conversations, I get to record you in a public forum.
Thank you.
Steps to the county commission, county building, that's a public forum. Protected speech. But I do have a question for you. This is nonpartisan, so you probably do have a good perspective. So here's my question for you. Like I said, it's nonpartisan.
I've told you I'm not talking with you.
Oh, fair enough.
So
I can still ask questions, right? Oh,
Would you mind not?
I'm just in the public
no,
forum.
Actually, you're aggressing, and you aggressed in a conversation I was holding. There was a Trump supporter here yesterday. We sat here all day with him.
Cool.
He did not all behave like you.
Oh, what am I doing that's
We were able
different?
to have conversations. He actually stopped by this morning too.
Oh,
Talked
good.
with him. He told me about his thoughts. I told him about mine, and we were pleasant. And
How am I
thanked-
not being
and
pleasant?
he thanked- because you're shouting. I've already said it.
I'm not
So,
shouting.
Yeah. Hi. How are you doing, ma'am? Okay.
Beautiful hat, man. Did you hear about Cari Burgess? What? Do you know who Cari Burgess is? Did you hear about anything about that?
I've already voted.
Oh no, I'm not asking. I'm not asking about voting at all. What it's about is the Registrar voters. And County Manager Brown said 3 weeks ago that she was too stressed out to do the job to run the election.
Yeah.
And then she no longer had her job. 2 days later, the job was posted. But Cari Burgess, according to the Associated Press, has now been said that she is not stressed out. She wanted to do the job, help her team, and she got a doctor's letter saying she wasn't stressed and she could do the job, but the county didn't let her come back.
What do you want me to do?
I'm just wondering if you got a perspective on that.
I haven't heard anything about
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, thanks, man.
But it sounds a little fishy, huh?
Well, that's why I'm asking the questions.
Yeah.
Just because I'm thinking it's
Yeah.
1 + 1 should equal 2, whichever side of the party you're on. Cool. I'm just glad you voted, man.
He's the guy from the Walls rally. He's the guy from the service.
I'm the guy from the Walls rally. Cool. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, I remember seeing you doing the same thing to people. How are you both?
Hi.
What did I do to people? You didn't watch the video then, did you?
Sir, come on. There's a way to be civil, and you're not being civil.
What you just told a lot
Yesterday,
about me.
I'm telling you, there was a guy sitting here with all of his Trump signs and everything,
Cool.
right next to us the whole day. He didn't shout at people. He didn't chase them down. He didn't yell or interrupt conversations. We were actually able to sit here for more than 5 hours together. You know what
Nice.
I'm saying? What you're doing is voter intimidation.
I'm recording people's opinions about
But you'll
stuff,
find
and
out.
I haven't asked
We'll get
anything.
the right people out here to
And I haven't asked anything about anything, and I'm not past the line. So my
I
only.
just want to thank you.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a question, ma'am?
Maybe.
Well, it's not which way you're voting. I don't care. Thank God you voted. It's about the integrity of the system, and
Yes.
what I'm looking at is Cari Burgess. Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay, so she was the Registrar of Voters about 3 weeks ago. In the last 5 years, Washoe County's gone through 4 Registrar of Voters, right? High turnover. She's getting paid 6 figures a year, manages about 18 people, pretty good job. I think we'd all agree. I haven't found anything disagreeable yet, have I? So, but here's the question. So, County Manager Brown 3 weeks ago sent a text message to the county managers, or county commissioners, I'm sorry, saying that she was too stressed out to run the election and do her job. And she didn't have a job anymore. Yesterday, the Associated Press reported that Cari Burgess said that she's not too stressed out to do the job. She went to the doctor. Doctor says she's not stressed out, but yet the county didn't bring her back. What do you think of that?
Honestly, I would have to investigate all that
Well,
because
check it
I'm
out.
not familiar. I've been so focused on statewide and national the election that I have not really checked that out. So I will.
Yeah.
Thank you for
It's-
bringing
it's-
it to my
it's,
attention.
like I said, interesting information.
I had heard about her leaving, but I didn't know the whole story. So.
Yeah, go. Channel 2's reporting it. Associated Press, it's where it came from. If you read Our Town Reno, they've reported
Yes,
it.
right. I do.
So it's.
Okay, thank you.
I don't think that's a partisan issue.
Yeah, agreed. It's a systemic issue.
And that whatever part of the party you want to be with, or which party, I don't care.
It's about voting integrity.
That's all that I care about.
Right on.
So that's my only question down
All right,
here.
thank you.
I should probably set up a live stream if you got friends coming, because a live stream will be more fun. So make sure you tell them about it.
And she surprisingly, the woman who was the
Wow. How are you?
Are you giving out signs?
Oh, she's doing that. I'm recording people asking questions. If you want to ask, you got time to answer a question? It's not which way you're voting. It's about local stuff. I'm Drew, by the way.
Hi, I'm Margaret.
I just do a little YouTube channel. And what I'm out here asking people about is the local political system, the Registrar of Voters, Cari Burgess. Are you aware of who she was?
No.
Anyway, she was the Registrar of Voters up until a few weeks ago. County Manager Brown, if you know who he is,
Nope.
in charge of everything. Anyways, he was her boss, basically. He sent a text message to the county commissioners saying she was too stressed out to run the election. And she wasn't going to be doing it anymore because she was too stressed out. Now, she makes 6 figures, manages 18 people, pretty good job. So it pays well for the stress that's involved, at least in my opinion. But she came out yesterday in the Associated Press, KTVN, Channel 2, a bunch of media outlets are reporting it, that she says she's not too stressed out. She wasn't too stressed out. She went to the doctors, got a doctor's note saying she's not too stressed out. Basically, her statement is contrary to what the county manager's reason for her not being there anymore is. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, there's a lot swirling around now about election interference and people that are doing the voting. what are they called, election
Yeah,
managers?
that's basically what she was.
Yeah, and you know, people have been attacked, and well, that recent case with Giuliani, where those women lost their reputation and everything. So,
Right, but if she's not really stressed out and she wanted to do the job, why would the county manager tell her she can't?
Yeah, it's very suspicious.
Yeah, I mean, we all deal with stress in our life. That's part of being a human being.
Right.
And you get into elections because that's something you're interested in, whatever side of the aisle you're on.
So she's not allowed to do her job?
No. And she wants, according to the Associated Press, go read the article, go look it up and find out if you agree with how I'm interpreting what they've said in their articles.
Very worrying.
Yeah, is there a problem?
Yeah.
Thank you for talking to me. Like I said, I didn't go partisan on you, did I? Hi there. How is standing here being quiet intimidating? You talking to people, telling them that I'm trying to intimidate them is backwards. No, you brought me into the topic, so don't do that. I'm just standing here quietly recording, and if people want to engage with me like this woman did, that's okay. You don't need to be there that way.
Hi, ma'am. I'm so sorry before she leaves. Are you handing out snacks? Yeah. Oh, may I take it? Yeah, please do. And water and chips if you'd like any. If you need more than one, feel free to take. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so the thing is he tried to change his address from his Las Vegas.
How you doing, man? Can I ask you a question? No. It's not which way you're going to vote. It's local employment in the county with Registrar of Voters, if you know anything about what's been happening with her. No? Okay. Have a good day.
Hi.
How are you guys? How are you? Would you answer a question for me? No? Oh no, I'm not going to even ask you which way you voted.
No, I know.
No, what I want to ask about is, do you know anything about Cari Burgess, the Registrar of Voters, and County Manager Brown? Had you heard about that?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Okay, so County Manager Brown sent a text message out that said she was too stressed out to do the job, right? Yesterday, the Associated Press reported that Cari Burgess had gone to the doctor, said she wasn't too stressed out. The doctor's note says she's not too stressed out. She wanted to lead her team through the election, is what the Associated Press reported. So there's contradicting information between what County Manager Brown put out and what she's saying now.
We should know that before we vote.
Yeah. I'm just putting that out there, asking people your thoughts, and
Right. But my thought is they should have put it out before you go in.
yeah.
Catch those people.
Yeah. So I don't think it's a partisan issue. I think this is just an employment issue of
It's a principle.
principle. Who's running the elections? Who's doing all this stuff?
That's how I believe. It's a principle.
Whichever side of the aisle you're on.
Okay.
God bless you. Thanks for voting.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah, so they will let you know how you update it, but you probably saw it has been originally been advertised. So we have someone looking into that. But yes, talk with them. So but you now have
How are you guys doing?
Pretty good, I hope.
Hey, you know what a good day is? What? You know what a good day is? Any day you wake up.
I said, do you have any paper? We got some mail.
Yeah,
this morning.
Yeah. But you know what? Sometimes they'll let you pull it up on your phone. A digital bill I can pull up, and I was able to update. So you can go to the registrar's office, and they will let you know what they can take. And you can pull it up on your phone.
Just vote. That's all that matters. Can I ask you a question? Not about voting, but something else. Had you heard about Cari Burgess, the Registrar of Voters? And County Manager Brown about 3 weeks ago sent out a text message to the county commissioners saying she was too stressed out to do her 6-figure job.
What was the name again?
Cari Burgess. Well, but here, let me tell you the next part of the story. So she basically got...
My husband is so involved in this. He goes to every county meeting.
Oh, does he?
Oh, yes.
Oh, so I attend a bit too.
Oh, yeah. Then the two of you might have met each other already.
But anyways, Cari Burgess yesterday, according to Associated Press, said she's not stressed out. She got a doctor's note that says she's not stressed out. She wanted to lead her team running the elections. So it's contrary to what County Manager Brown said. Any thoughts on that?
Anything that the other side says is just
like I said, I don't think I'm asking a partisan question. I'm asking a county management question.
Well, that is when you apply for a job like that, you have to better roll up your sleeves and know that you have to be available 24/7.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Otherwise, don't even apply for the job, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
And if she's not up to the job...
Oh, no, she says she's up to the job.
Yeah, right.
But he says she's not. It's just kind of weird. Why would one say that they're not and the other one say they are? Why would she go to the doctors to get a doctor's note to say she is?
You didn't like it? It's almost like I can't waste my...
It's crazy.
I can't waste my time to even think what they're doing wrong.
Because here's the other weird thing. So in the last 4 years, Washoe County has had 5 registrar of voters. Or is it 5 years, 4 registrars? Anyways, it's a bad number. At least in my opinion. Opinions are, well,
So. Are you recording all of this?
Yeah, I do a little YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
And so I just want to see what people think about, not about D or R's, but our local county management and government. I'm not trying to be, I've got my views, and sometimes I'll put those out there, but I don't want to be confrontational on this stuff. Because I think that having election integrity is the most important aspect of it all. And when you start messing with the people running the elections and changing them around right before the election, just like we did 2 years ago, 2022, remember they got rid of that person too?
No, I can't remember.
So,
I mean, it's like I'm so... I asked my husband. Basically. Yeah. He's very involved. I just...
Stay away. You're probably smart.
Well, exactly. Just imagine if the two of us were equally involved in all of this. We would not have peace.
You would not have good balance.
I'm the balance, okay?
That's what my mom says.
I am the balance and I'm real good at it. Okay.
I appreciate you talking to me. Thank you. I'll take a picture of everything and anything.
You want to take a picture of my...
Sure.
Okay.
This childless, cat-loving, I can't see, I'm gonna pull the other side apart too so we can see the other side. Cat lady is voting Kamala. Cool. Vote your conscience, vote your heart, vote what's right for you. That's all I gotta say.
That's right.
No, I'm simply asking questions about the county registrar. That's all I'm doing.
Oh, the county registrar?
Yeah, have you heard about that? So, Cari Burgess is the gal's name. And about 3 weeks ago, County Manager Brown wrote a text message to the county commissioners saying that the registrar of voters, Cari Burgess, was too stressed out to run the election and do her job. Not a good message. And he's releasing public health or personal health information too, at least in my opinion. Stress is a mental issue, right? And they're not supposed to issue personal information. So anyways, yesterday the Associated Press, go look at, I think, KTVN Channel 2, Our Town, Reno, if you read those guys, they've all reported. The Associated Press says, Cari Burgess says she was not stressed out. She went to the doctors, got a note from the doctor that says she's not stressed out, and she wanted to lead her team through the election, but they didn't bring her back. So why would there be a contradictory message from her boss saying she was stressed, getting rid of her basically, posting her job up 2 days after he did that, and now she's saying that what he said is not true?
Hey, nice to meet you. Yeah.
Is that a good thing for the public?
Yeah. Okay, we gotta get your...
Have a good one.
If you can pull it,
What's your address?
worst case, you'll just have to jot back out here and grab it.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario. Or you can go, they may take what you have on your phone. it's up to you. It's not far. They're a little office in the when you walk in a bit.
Yeah, and you don't have the truck.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Life is good as long as you wake up.
That is the truth.
That's all you need. How are you?
Hello, Mr. Weaver.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Life is good. Did you guys hear about Cari Burgess?
Maybe.
So, you know who she was, right? Registrar of Voters.
What happened?
So Cari Burgess, 3 weeks ago, County Manager Brown basically fired her, and he sent a text message to the commissioner saying she was too stressed out to run the election. So yesterday, the Associated Press reported that they talked to Cari Burgess, and she says she's not stressed out. She went to the doctors, gotten a note from the doctor saying she's not stressed out, and she wanted to run her team for the election.
Okay.
So basically, she contradicted what County Manager Brown said she was gone for.
Oh. We gotta go vote. So.
Go vote.
Yeah, come on.
But interesting question. Interesting question, ain't it?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Good morning.
How are you guys?
Wonderful.
Okay. Yeah.
We have already voted.
Have you? Oh, I'm not asking about that. Actually, I do have a, maybe you do want to answer this question or think about it. Don't even answer a question, just information. You guys know Cari Burgess, the Registrar of Voters?
No.
So anyway, she was the Registrar of Voters for Washoe County up until about 3 weeks ago. Washoe County manager, her boss, Eric Brown, wrote a text message to the county commissioners saying that she was too stressed out to run the elections.
Oh, right. I heard
Okay,
about that.
so yesterday, Cari Burgess, through the Associated Press, said that she's not too stressed out. She'd gone to her doctor to get a letter saying she's not too stressed out, and she wanted to run her team through the elections.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think of the disparity in statements?
Kind of fishy. I
Um,
don't know. Maybe she got help in the meantime and now she's not stressed.
Then she should be allowed to come back and run their elections if she's not stressed.
Yeah.
My thought.
I think I read in the paper she just wanted a couple of days off. It wasn't like she wanted a furlough or anything
Yeah.
like that. She just wanted to take some days off to stress. I'm sure the stress is unbelievable.
Yeah.
With all the crap that's going on with all the voting and everything everywhere. Yeah.
It's an interesting world. It's an interesting world, ain't it? Just question everything. That's all I do. Have a good one. No, they can have them pass the line, unfortunately.
How's it going? Good.
Did you guys hear about Cari Burgess, the Registrar of Voters?
You can't discuss that with me.
I'm not. It's not about voting. It's about the registrar.
No. Well, come on, Robert.
And no, she came out and said she's not too stressed out.
Mark, and you're breaking the law right now.
No, I'm just talking right
You're
here.
breaking the law. That's what you're doing.
No, I'm just asking
No,
questions.
breaking the law.
And
Do
I'm
you
not.
see this sign right
well,
here?
I'm not electioneering.
Do you see this
I'm
sign?
not for
You
a
are when
candidate.
You're yelling at people walking down the walkway.
There you go. I'm not for a candidate. I'm asking. Hey, you guys hear about Cari Burgess?
No, I didn't.
Do you know who she is?
No.
She's a Registrar of Voters. Eric Brown fired her about 3 weeks ago. Evidently, he said she was too stressed out to run the elections. Associated Press came back yesterday and they talked to her, and she says she's not too stressed out and she wanted to run the elections.
Why did they do that?
I don't know, but we got a disparity of statement between the county manager saying she was too stressed out and she's saying that she's not stressed out. So I'm just asking the question, why is there a disparity?
Yeah, that needs to be answered for sure.
It's crazy. I think, I'm not sure. I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know. I didn't look. I'm just asking questions about the county manager's office. Did you guys hear about that? How are you?
Do you get to relax when you get home tonight?
Oh, hopefully.
Hopefully. No, do it.
Oh, a little whiskey always helps with that.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm just asking people about their thoughts on Cari Burgess, the Registrar of Voters.
I don't have any good news.
Yeah, go look it up. The Associated Press did a story on her the other day.
Yeah, it's all over the news. We don't give
It's crazy.
Yeah, you can take them right inside to the doors. Right to the doors.
I'm asking questions about Cari Burgess, the Registrar of Voters. Did you guys hear about that? Well, anyways, about 3 weeks ago, she lost her job. County Manager Brown sent a text message saying she was too stressed out to do her job. So she did an interview with, I guess, the Associated Press the other day. It's in KTVN all over the news. And it says she is not too stressed out. She went to the doctor, got a letter saying she's not too stressed out, and she wanted to run her team for the election. So there's contradictory statements between the county manager and the person that's not running the election anymore. And if you look at Washoe County in the last 5 years, we've had 4 registrars of voters. And the previous registrar of voters before the 2022 election, a gal named Rodriguez, if I'm remembering her name correctly, she was also let go because she was, quote unquote, too stressed out. So it seems like there's a pattern that I'm seeing. I don't know maybe if you see it or not, but any thoughts on that?
No.
Interesting stuff though. Go read about it and check it out, see what you think.
If anybody comes to my car, can you just tell them I'm delivering a DoorDash order?
Okay.
Thank you.
How are you doing, man?
Okay, so far. How about you?
Hey, we both woke up. It's a good day.
It is.
Hey,
Voter
baby.
intimidation. I was talking with some people.
I don't give my consent to be recorded.
Do you know what the First Amendment says?
I don't give my consent either.
Guess what? You don't need the consent.
Try me, buddy.
I will. I am right now.
And he walked over like yelling loud and talking. Whatever.
You're saying I walked over? I got a camera that shows
Nobody's
everything I
talking to
do.
you.
Nobody's talking to you either.
You were just talking to me.
No, you
I'm
talk to
telling
me,
you,
buddy.
Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me. He's doing like this.
They were like intimidated. They started to scroll. I was like, so we have to go. And then these people are walking down. He's still yelling across the mark. This is not dictionary.
Yeah.
People are walking. He's still shouting like whatever it is. It's not.
What am I shouting?
No one's talking to you. Shut up.
Oh wow, you're like the man in charge, aren't you? Are you trying to intimidate me from recording and violate my First Amendment
I'm not trying
rights?
to intimidate you at all.
Well, then why are you approaching me and talking to me like that?
I'm not approaching you whatsoever.
Yeah, you walked past me within inches. Within inches you got from me, like you were gonna assault me.
Yesterday, I said there was a gentleman here that was the whole day. He stayed here like maybe 5 hours. No different man, very polite. No problem. And it's like, okay, no, that guy was fine. That guy, you know, and I remember seeing him at the rally too, and then he heard him say it on Zoom. He goes, "Oh yeah, you heard me from the rally." So he's also taking my conversation, he's putting into my conversation, walking from the table, yeah, just way it was. Exactly. And then it's just making people feel intimidated to stop. I've seen some go back around.
Hey there, Drew Rebar, auditing Reno 911. We're out here with, gotta check this out here. There we go, Drew Rebar out here auditing Reno 911. And they've called the goon squad on me for asking questions about the Registrar of Voters. But it's the Tim Walz people. So let's see what they say.
But you want to record everyone else's.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm coming here because
So
I'm registered.
If you feel like you're intimidated, if you're feeling,
I feel like I don't
that's
want
up to
to
you.
recording my conversations. People are scared. That's the right thing. So.
People are scared to be here in a public place. They can walk wherever they want. It's a public, you know the definition of a public forum? It's called a public forum. It's the First Amendment.
I can see you're not rational.
No, Democrats hate the First Amendment. They hate the Constitution.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Do you want water?
I'm gonna think of a water in my truck, but I appreciate I just got a PO box.
Yeah, I'm over to buy tea.
I ate transportation.
I think I'm right here by it.
Message. Because nobody would know that.
Yeah.
That's all that's on. In fact, I'm from California. I've been here since 2003. And it's just I actually, I didn't believe it, so I took a text and said, went and got my bad should have done it. Because I didn't tell her to show them. I always figured it just made a difference.
Yeah.
But it really hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, wait, so what does that mean? See, and I'm still trying everything myself.
So when you're trying to decrease it, is
Okay.
so if we think
How's it going?
Very well, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, I want to get, because I've been getting sick. Here, watch the man, my physical. And I like to, then now I have access to different doctors. So, and then it's a study for the people with down by. Because I'm concerned about all of them. And here's one for you. Okay, there's, what I do is I think about this screenshot of this. Oh, you know what? I've been so screwed, bent over and not in a good way up here. I don't know how to keep any friends.
Oh, even
Friends of acquaintances. I know, because I need to study.
Okay.
And then what I do is I go to Rob. Oh, easily.
Do you know what district?
Well, so I live at my grandson, and I live about
Yeah, those could tell you, like, so whoever's in the
this makes it so easy.
Yeah, this is already the whole
And you know, I don't trust that.
Oh, push that button. Push that button. Oh, push that button.
First of all, I think that phone has
How's it going again? You get lunch?
Yes.
Thank you for being kind to me.
And then if you look
See you later.
at the sites, I don't know how to decipher
what's real, because you
Yeah,
have to know
because they can say one thing, but
credibility.
they're really going in under kind of Kennedy.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely want to look at the sources. Yeah.
Do you know how to kind of decipher this?
Like what's real?
You
It's
know,
the sources.
If they're
Credible.
really, if they're really true for the public, or if they're trying to get in, and step on toes.
It is.
You go in.
Really finding credible source and doing your whole. Literally have to look them up.
That was quick.
Yes. Thank you for your journalism.
Yeah, I'm just trying to show what's out there.
Oh yeah. So she was off, so she couldn't answer any questions, but now she's back, huh?
Well, no, she's not back. So she's basically what I read in the article. Go check it out. There's a bunch of it out there. KTVN, Our Town, Reno. But basically, she didn't want to leave the job. She wanted to run the election and do the job of Registrar of Voters. And so why would County Manager Brown get rid of another Registrar of Voters? Why would there be a discrepancy of statements unless something's not being honest in our government? I mean, if you're honest, you just say what it is. That's why I like to record everything, because the camera don't lie. But when you see a discrepancy between County Manager Brown saying she left because she's too stressed and can't run the elections, to her saying, no, I wasn't stressed, and she goes to the effort of getting a doctor's letter, why wouldn't HR let her back in to have her job? So the Human Resource Department, because I went up there and talked to those guys, well, it's an HR issue, we can't tell you anything. And I'm just sitting there going, the taxpayers pay for all this stuff. Why should any of it be private?
We should be informed.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for what you do.
Thank you for thanking me. You guys have a good one. See you later.
They can't cheat if you're informed.
Yeah. And these guys here with their Harris Walls, they're trying to say I'm electioneering. I haven't said anything about any elections, have I? They're kind of funny.
I don't want World War III to happen. So.
Well, I don't want, see, my son's 25.
Yeah.
We're in 3 wars right now.
Yeah. We're in no wars in the South, so.
Scares the crap out of me.
I already go to Sunday, so.
Did you? Have a good one, guys. That's going.
How's it going? You see people were coming around the front, and now they're just trying to going around the back. I mean, it's just it's unnecessary, really. Hi.
Why are you even worried when I'm not even talking about candidates? I'm just asking about employees.
I have made it very clear that I have no conversation for you.
You shouldn't have started it. Hi, guys.
Good morning. Thank you for coming down. Thank you.
Hi there. Good. Can I ask you some questions? Do you work for the county or do you?
I just interviewed for county.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. I don't know if you want to answer my questions, Ed. Anyways, my question is about Cari Burgess. Have you heard of her?
No.
She was the Registrar of Voters about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, and she took a leave of absence.
Because according to County Manager Brown, she was too stressed out.
Yeah.
So now she came out through the Associated Press yesterday saying that she wasn't stressed out. She'd gone to the doctor. The doctor wrote a letter saying she's not stressed out and she'd wanted to run the election. So there's a disparity of statements between County Manager Brown and the person that doesn't have the job anymore. Any thoughts on that?
I think that they're just protecting each other's privacy, and everyone's entitled to some privacy. You know, if there's something medically going on.
But why would she go to a doctor that counters the words of Manager Brown unless there was a dispute between the two of them?
Couldn't tell you. That's between them.
That's interesting, though, isn't it? Because Washoe County in the last 5 years had 4 registrar of voters. High turnover job.
Well, it's a stressful job.
You get 6 figures to manage 18 people. That's a lot of money.
Not just 18 people, but it's, you know, you're running an entire election and there's a lot of laws involved.
Yeah.
You don't want to disenfranchise a voter. You know, you want to do the best that you can. It's a very stressful job, so I'm not surprised that they have a high turnover, but I'm sure they're doing the best they can and trying to respect each other the best that they can, in my opinion.
Well, yeah,
I think they have good intentions.
That's all we all have is our own opinions. Yeah. They're all different, so that's why I was asking. Appreciate you talking to me. Thank you. Move along. How you doing, sir? That's a pretty car. What job are you applying for?
Elections.
Elections?
And I know the county manager, and he's a good guy. He's a man of integrity, and I don't see him doing anything other than looking out for her privacy.
Did you want to be the registrar then too? Is it?
No, no.
You're not applying for that one.
If I'm voting for her.
James, what are you doing, man? How's it going?
Okay, good to see you.
Just out here doing my thing.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you, sir.
You voting?
Yep.
Did you hear about Cari Burgess?
Nope.
Yesterday she made a statement to the Associated Press that said she was not stressed out. She got a doctor's letter saying she's not stressed out and that she'd wanted to run the elections. So she had a statement counter to Manager Brown's statement.
Wow, that's a big change.
Hey, I'm heading that way.
Thank you.
See you later, James.
Sir.
Are you there? Hello? Hey, I'll head that way in just a second. No. Okay, I'm just over at the county building, so I'll see you. Okay, bye. Yeah, no, I was talking to, what's his name, Andrew McDonald, and he said he'd applied for the job for the registrar, so.
Yeah, I just interviewed with him.
Yeah,
I think he'd be a great choice too.
Yeah, no, he seems.
It's a stressful job. It's very stressful.
We all have different perspectives. So here's my personal perspective. I don't know if you give a shit, but I run a business. I manage a lot of people, and my business is 3 times more dangerous to die than being a cop, statistically and under the federal numbers. So I manage this business where it's very high risk. People don't like you. It can be stressful. So when you're in a county job or a government job, my perspective as somebody that's in the private sector is, if you screw up and you're a government employee, who pays for it? Well, the government pays for the screw ups of the employees. So if she's having stress, what is she going to lose? There's nothing personally she's really going to lose other than not having her job. Now me, if I screw up in my world, money comes out of my pocket. So my level of stress, I would argue, since I'm personally responsible and I'm paying for it out of my pocket, is way above what a government employee's level of stress is, because they wake up tomorrow and they know if they're sick, they're going to get paid. They wake up tomorrow, they know if something happens, they've got all these benefits. So I think that for me personally, that's where my disconnect comes in with saying it's stressful. Now, again, it's all individual perspective and we've got our own views on it. So your stress and my stress, 2 different human beings, can be totally different things. Anyways, that's my perspective.
I've met him. He's a good guy. He's
Yeah.
got a high moral ethic.
Yeah. But anyways, I appreciate talking to me. I got to go. You got to go too, it looks like.
Yeah.
Good luck with getting the job. She called the goon squad on me.
Oh.
There was this big guy that came up and he walked right close to me, and I'm sitting there going, and he goes, "You can't be out here, you're electioneering," and I'm standing right next to her. And I'm talking to people, and she goes, "You can't talk to people past the line." And I said, "People can see your sign past the line." And I'm not talking about candidates, I'm talking about Cari and Burgess.
Uh-huh.
So that's not electioneering it in any way. She just didn't like my camera.
Mm.
How you been doing?
Well, I'm doing okay.